Okay, so welcome everybody. Tonight we're going to be talking about some different tools that I've been using to build our Solex business that I have found very helpful. And I'm all about let's keep it simple. And the sites that we're going to be talking about, I put in the chat, and you can get a free account for everything I'm talking about. Now, they do have paid versions. I have the paid versions only because I do more than just one thing, and that's what I need. But we're going to get started with our Cart Genius link because with the Solex back office. So prior to the day of discovery, we learned that Solex now has a feature where you could build a cart for your prospect. So when they go check out, it's very easy for them. Everything's already there. And I had a conversation with Wendy about that. And when somebody's going to join as a QLA, and now we have different packages that they could sign up with. I don't have those detailed conversations with people because I don't get into people's money situations. So I don't say, well, what package do you want? And I don't try to sell them anything. They're grown. We're all grown people, and they can read it themselves and decide what fits with their budget and their goals and all the things. So I'm not using the Cart Genius for that. Then we had this amazing 2 days of discovery, and I'm using it now because I have people that I'm having conversations about blue, right? And some people currently have a 660 band, and or they don't. So I created a couple links, one with just the blue and one with the blue plus the 660. Also, we have the infinity wand. So same thing. I did a link for the infinity wand, and then another one with the infinity wand plus the stand. So for products, so if you're going to be promoting a product, I think that's a great. Hey Leslie, I'm going to mute you until unless you need to talk so that the recording can be clear. Thank you. And so anyway, so I'm going to show you how easy that is to do. So at the bottom, I don't know if you guys can see at the bottom of your screen. So we're also going to be talking about Zoom because I think everybody should have a free Zoom account. With a free Zoom account, you're limited to 45 minutes. And when you're working with a prospective client, to do whether you're going to do inner-voice and erase pain and imprint the body, through long distance healing, those things. Most sessions are under 45 minutes. And if you need to hop off and get back on, they're not paying you for the service. So go ahead and it's not a big deal. Right. So, I have a paid account because I do bigger groups and yada, yada, yada. So, it's totally up to you. I don't get affiliate sales for any of this. I'm just sharing the tools and telling you what I do and what you can do. Okay. And then if you could write down your questions till the end. So I'm going to go through some things. I'll go through each site, and then we'll answer questions, then go through the next site and answer questions. Okay. So I'm going to share screen. So at the bottom, I don't know if you guys can see at the bottom, or if it's just from the host. So when I go into share screen, I do this when I work with people. So I pull the software up on my computer. So I'm going to go ahead and share my page that has, here's my calendar. So I'm going to go over to my Solex. Here we go. And so under business tools, so you get your back office, right? Which is office2.solexnation.com. Go under tools, and then you're going to go to quick start cart. And this is really awesome, actually. I love it. So I'm going to take you through someone who wanted to order blue and get a subscription for blue and like a monthly auto ship. So their three choices are retail customer link, preferred customer, and QLA. So for this particular person, it was somebody who is going to be a preferred customer. And the only difference between a preferred customer and a QLA is they pay the same thing. However, a preferred customer, a PC, cannot earn commission. So a preferred customer is someone who did not pay the $49 annual fee. So to become a QLA, you just one time $49 and for the one time a year, and then you could earn commission. So it auto fills like, your username, the country of your account, the new account. So here it shows like all the countries. We could have customers anywhere. Okay. We just can't have QLAs everywhere. And then the language. And again, it's a drop down menu. Looks like it's just English. So continue. Okay. So here it's super simple. So here we go. There's all the products. You can scroll down. There's the light relief, which has our two 660 red infrared stuff. Services, supplements, wearables, Ionics products, pets, Solex swag, new bundles, other skin accessories. So we know this is new, a new product. So there's the blue. So they're going to get a subscription. They know they want to buy it the first time, but they want to keep buying it. They're already excited about it. They're already ready to go. So I'm going to click on subscription. So here I just add to subscription. So add to one time. And so here it's one time and then to the subscription. So do that. So they're getting it the first time and the subscription. The item was added to the cart. And it shows two because there's the initial order and the auto ship. Does that make sense? So then I just simply hit continue. And then I have, again, my information. So I'm going to call this blue subscription. And if you want to take notes, you could put notes in there. And then I'm going to generate at the bottom, scroll down, generate the link. And it's cool. So like I could do a QR code or I could just do the Cart Genius link. So I'm going to copy that. And then if I want to do it again, just create another link. So I think it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to jump to the next thing, but I'm going to come back just because I want to show you what I'm going to do and why I think you need to have the boards app that'll save you some time. So I'm going to click on over to the boards. So the boards is on the app as well as desktop. So I have a Solex board and I have a team board, but because I have a link that I'm going to use over and over and over again, I'm going to add that real quick while I have it. And then I'm going to call it title is blue subscription. Done. And then when I need it, that's where it's going to be. So I'm going to go back to the Solex page. So I'm going to open it up for questions. Does anybody have any questions about the Cart Genius link?
I do.
Okay.
Nancy.
Yeah.
All right. So it sounds like you can create however many links you want, say with different products.
Yep.
And so again, once you create those links,
yeah,
you have to store, they're not stored within your back office. You have to store them elsewhere, like on a boards app or whatever. So it's like a copy and paste deal.
It is.
Okay.
Yep. So create it one time and then it's done. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, great. The next thing I want to talk about is boards. This app, I'm going to tell you, has been like, I'm addicted a little bit, I have to say. So I developed a Solex team board where I have built different things to share with you guys to make your life easier sharing the tools in the business. Okay. So in the chat, there is a link. I'm going to copy it again. Let me go over here. Copy it. And I want everyone to click on that link. And I want you to join. You're going to join the board. And it'll ask you, you know, download the app if you haven't done that already. So the power of boards is, one, it is it's on the desktop, which is great. So when I'm working on my desktop, like if I want to insert something, it's right here. And I can also easily, it's the easiest to edit when you're on the computer versus your phone. So it's also an app on your phone. And it's also an extension. So if you're in Google Chrome, so like here's my address bar right up here. And a Google extension are all these little icons. These are all the different extensions that I have and use. So boards is also an extension now. So how I use this, so I'm going to show you. So let's say I'm going to compose an email. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Compose. Okay. Need to move. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to compose, let's say I'm going to compose an email to Wendy. And I'm going to share with her my new blue board. Let's say she's not in the team, she's a client, a prospect. So I'm in the body of my email. Now the boards works whether it's an email that I'm using, a text message that I'm using, a Facebook Messenger. I could use it in all those different platforms. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I could go up to the boards extension, click on it, and then I could put select which board. I have different boards for different things. And I could scroll down and find my blue board that's in the team page that you're going to see. So I have a board called Introducing Blue from Solex. I just clicked on that link and it shows up in my email. Does that make sense? So everything I want to send to Wendy about the blue is right here. I created as a board. So I don't have to recreate the wheel over and over. I am all about systemizing things and keeping things very simple. Like let's create the wheel one time and then just use it over and over and over and over. Okay. Nancy, what's your question?
My question is for people who say are iPhone people and don't use Google Chrome a lot. If you don't do the Google Chrome extension, if you don't access boards via Google Chrome extension,
yep,
what's another way to access it?
All you need to do then is do app.boards.com like this. And all my boards are here. So if I was going to go from here, so I click on here, I'd select it, check it. And then up at the top right, I could click on copy. So I'm going to copy it. And then I would go to my email and I'd paste it there. And there it is.
Okay, so then I just have to go to the boards app if I don't have it as a Google extension. That makes sense. Thank you.
I have it open as a tab all the time.
Okay.
So then I would just send her the email. So when you start off with the new, so has everybody got like enrolled in the team board? Is anybody having difficulty with the link that I sent out in the chat?
I've got to figure out my name thing and then I'll do it.
Okay. Don't overthink it, Nancy. Keep it simple.
Yeah, I'm good at that. I'm really good at that. Okay.
I'm going to do a mind sync. I'm going to create a script for you for that, for mind sync.
That
We could really, so do you guys get, we could really reprogram our mind for whatever we want to create. Isn't that awesome? Or
yeah.
what?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so on the team board, so first of all, at the bottom of the on boards, you could create a board. So I have a board, I still run Ben Spence Company. I have a coaching program. I have different things that I'm doing. So I have different boards. These are all boards for different things. So, and it's more than just like, so some people said, oh, it's like Trello, which is kind of like a filing cabinet to keep all your documents. It's more than that. So I'm going to show you my phone if this will work. So here's that group text that Wendy has with everybody, right? So what I do, if I want, I'm going to send this whole group the Solex team board. So if I click to where I would type, where the keyboard comes up, I have an Android. Now on the bottom, there's a little keyboard. And so it asks, what keyboard do I want to use? So I'm just going to go and select the one that says boards. So then my boards all appear on my phone. So I can easily send out this link. Now, whoever I send it to is just a link like any other link. You don't have to have, so a prospect, for example, does not need to have the boards app to get the content. I'm just sending them a link that looks like a website. Okay. So I'm going to scroll down. Where's the team? Okay. So I'm going to share. Oh, I think I did it twice. Okay. So I'm going to say, here's the team board page. If you want to join it. Okay. So I also just texted Wendy's group the link for the team page. Oh. So anytime you are going to enter in anything, whether it's your email, your text messages, Facebook Messenger, Telegram, like wherever you would use a keyboard to type on your computer or on your phone, you now have access to using boards to insert things. So I do this birthday campaign. So I'm going to click on this to I don't know if it won't pop up. I think it's to send it. So I have different things in the Team Boards app. I offer my friends that are on Facebook for their birthday, I offer them a complimentary birthday gift, which is an inner voice session. So I don't know why this is not letting me click on it. That's weird. It's letting me do the other one. Oh, I know. Now let's try it. There we go. So you would not want to use this one because it's mine, because it has my link, my Calendly link on it and my QR code. But if you want to take this as a sample and copy and like use some of the same words or not, this is just a sample for you guys to take and do that. If that's something you want to do. For me, it's been a way to reach out to my warm market on Facebook and offer them a complimentary inner voice scan for their birthday. And it also has been great to weed people out because either people are interested in that or they're not. And in a year's time, I figured I got almost, I think 4,000 friends will know that I'm doing what I'm doing, and they'll either opt in or opt out, So in a year's time, I'll have reached everybody because I just do it on their birthday. And I'm going to tell you, like, I get several scans a week because of this birthday campaign. So this is something that's in the board app on the team page. I have a page. I'll show you what it looks like. It's the first one right here, inner voice zones. And when this little icon here is in front of it, that means I built out a page. So it actually looks kind of like a website almost. So I have the title here, schedule here. Now with you, when you go in here, if you want to copy this, what you're going to do is you're going to select the button and then you're going to hit copy. You're going to go to your own board because if you edit it, then it edits it for everybody else. So you just click what you want, copy, and then paste here. Well, I'm not going to paste it here because I already have it, but that's up at the top. It says, do you see where it says paste here? Top right corner says paste here. So you'd pick your own board. So do you see I have my own board and then I have the team board. So you'll take.
Can I ask a question real quickly?
Sure.
So I understand that these boards each have information, but you just said that it's a board that's kind of a page that you can
Yep.
send people to.
So
Do you have to do some kind of assignment on that board that's different when you save it than the other boards?
Anything that you want to like, so all of the what I would do is I would go through and I would select all of them and just create all of them and put them into your own page, copy, and then move to your own board and then move here. That's what I would do, because then you could edit them however you want them to be.
I don't think I was clear in my question. It's techie.
Okay.
I'm not feeling the greatest today. You had said something that this was different than the other boards because it's a page in itself. Is that what you said?
So there's different, so over here, when I hit add, there's different kinds of things that you could have on a board. You could have just text, you could have an image, you could have a link. The video, I think you have to pay to count for, a PDF file, YouTube or Vimeo, a folder, and a page. So like here, this inner voice statement, I send this out to people, and it's I am your name, AEIOU, and then count, because that's something I send out all the time, right? So instead of typing that every time, I have that as a board, right? So that's just text. Then this one up here, inner voice scan, what I did was I basically put a bunch of different ones together. So I have a headline here. I'm going to edit it and show you. So I have a headline here. Then I have my Calendly link here. Then I have the inner voice zones, which comes next, right? And all the things that it says there, the text. Then it has a picture, and you can see over here, the picture. Then it has client info needed. Like, and again, you'd want to edit this because you would put your email address in, right? And then it has another graphic, a picture of what they need. And I don't think my information, oh yeah, my information is on here. And again, you could recreate something similar, or not, you don't have to have a picture. It's just that I had this already created. So I have that in there. Now this next picture, there's nothing unique to me on it. So if you want to use this picture, you could use this picture, but it basically talks a little bit about inner voice, the process, close your eyes, think of something sad, open your eyes, like the whole process, right? So that this is what I send to them when they're interested. They say, yes, I'm interested. Like, thank you for the birthday offer, and I'm interested. So I send this page that has all of this different stuff. I have a video. Here's the YouTube video that Lauren has on inner voice. Learn more about the technology. And then I have my Solex site. So you'd want to, again, go in and change it to your Solex site. Reach out with any questions. And then there's a contact me at the very bottom, which makes it like a landing page. So if they have any questions, when they fill this out, it goes to my email address. And then I know, what their questions are.
I have one more question and then I think I'm clear.
Yeah.
That totally answered my question. So on the right, I notice it has like the mobile view. So
Yep.
it's narrow, it's tall, so you can lay it out and make sure it looks nice.
Yep.
What does it look like on a web view? Does it create it so it looks compatible to what desktop?
Right here. This is what it looks like.
So it will look like a narrow, skinny mobile
Yes.
type.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, cool. 'Cause that just tells me what kind of imagery it's limited to or something as far as visuals and
Well, this is
so
like,
it's text friendly
it is
actually.
totally text friendly.
Yeah, okay, great.
Yeah. So like both of these images are, they were for like regular size 8x10 paper or whatever, 8.5 by 11 or whatever it is, paper. And it just fit.
Thank you.
Yeah. This, I don't know what the dimensions were, but it fit. Like it fits to the space. So I built these pages out so that all you would need to do is click on the edit button. Once they're copied from the team page and in your own page, and then I would ask for you to just go through here. Like that looks good. You could change it. The next one is the Calendly link, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. This, and then you'll change it so that they get scheduled, on your Calendly, not mine. So the intention is to make your life easier and reproducible, right? So I'm going to go back to some of the other content that's on the team page. The invoice statement, here's the birthday message that I sent. So first I sent out, so I open up Facebook Messenger, right? And then all I have to do is click on this. As a gift for your birthday, I offer a complimentary custom invoice session. Are you open to learning about it and how it can benefit you for your next journey around the sun? It takes about 30 minutes and includes 8,000 frequencies customized just for you. And you don't have to write that. That's just what I send out. You could send out something different. But instead of me having to type it or copy and paste, it's done, right? So I send that message out with this picture. And if they're interested, then I send the page. And then I just have the statement, like there's just the different building blocks of the things I put in the page there. Once people are saying they want to join, here's this enrollment option picture, but then I made a board for it. So getting started, you could roll as a QLA or a PC, and here's the device requirements. So it's already, you don't have to remember what it is. It's just there. And then I have a little image, enroll now. And again, that's my link. So that's something you're going to want to go in and change. And you can change all of it. I don't care. You don't have to use it at all. I'm just trying to make things easier. And so here you can choose a bundle, or if you just want to get a headset. So these are all just pictures, right? Of the different options. And then next and I walk them through. Next, you're going to have a subscription, and you're going to do this little button first, and then you're going to do continue, because sometimes people don't get that they have to hit both. And then a little bit more directions. And then here's getting started. Here it says, do continue enrolling by purchasing other products if desired and follow along the shopping process. It's a similar process as most things are purchased online. Very simple. And then here's getting started right. Check, watch out for your email from Solex. And this is just a picture from that email. And then I have a link to the back office, Solex University Basic Training. Oh, I just realized I need to I need to switch this board out because I added something in here. And then a link to the Facebook group and to the YouTube channel, because like these are core things that will help you build your business, right? And then customer support, so that they have that handy. And if they want to start using the software on the computer, there's a link to do that. Now I'm going to do something real quick because I updated. Oh, I know what I need to do. So I'm going to edit it. Getting started with Solex. Let me grab this link over here real quick. One of the things I just I meet with Miss Tammy Ward, who's amazing, and she was telling me how great the our blog is. So I don't know if you guys have seen the blog, but it's actually phenomenal. And so I'm going to the Solex global site is a huge there's information about products, there's the blog, there's events, there's Solex University. You can reach that from here. So I think everybody needs to know about that. So I'm going to add that to our getting started page. And so this is how simple it is. Literally, I hit edit. I'm going to add a button, which is going to be a link. And I'm going to say Solex blog. Done. And see, it's down there, but I want it somewhere else. So I'm going to grab these 6 dots and I'm going to scroll up and I'm going to put it right in there. So it just fits right in there. So now it's there. And the great thing is when I edit the team boards, like you're always going to have access to the latest stuff that I do. Done. So now there it is. There's the Solex blog link. So I know there's a lot of stuff back here. I don't want it to overwhelm you. I just want you to see that these are things that I use on a regular basis. So if you have a new person starting, or for yourself even, like I want to get onto the software on my phone or a computer, I have the link for the software, right there. I have welcome to the Solex family, which just has does this look familiar? I just took it from the other getting someone started and enrolled. I just took the bottom part of it and I had the Solex blog already on there. It's the same thing, but it's just to make sure, welcome to the Solex family. Here's all the tools you need. So everything's in one place. I have this article about blue that's, oh, here we go. That's from the Solex blog, which is great. Here's another page. So every time you see this little icon that looks like a page, that's like a little website really you're building. So after I do the inner voice birthday session, I let them listen to their songs for, about a few days, a week. And then I have a follow-up question or follow-up board that I send out. And here's an email, here's the website, here's more information. Wendy, actually, I was inspired by what Wendy was doing. So Wendy wrote part of this. So thank you, Wendy. And then I have the, contact me at the bottom. It's really like these little landing pages, which I think is phenomenal. So I also have in here, this is the full list of the homeoenergetics, including all the new detoxes that we got at that were announced at Day of Discovery. Those are back there. There's the newest one there. And then here's the big PDF. So here's all the frequencies that we have. It's like, I don't even know, a bunch of pages. So those are all there. So if you don't have them, you could literally email them to yourself.
I have a question, Connie.
Yeah.
So you said whenever you make a change to any of these, then we'll have them. But if we've already copied them over, we wouldn't know there was a change because we have just the most recent copy.
Right. So I could actually send a message. So here, I could send a message to everybody that's in the group. So when I do something new, or here, I'll just do this. Updated. What word did I update? Getting started with Solex page. I updated.
I don't know if I'm in the group.
Well, I just posted the link in the chat, and all you have to do is click on that and subscribe to the group. I updated this page.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay.
I'm going to click so I can send a message to everybody, right? So I updated this page and I post it. And then right now there's 5 members of this that are in the group. So when I post the message, now you're going to get a note on your app that says that I posted how I changed that board. So anytime I'm going to add a new board or edit a current board, I will put a message there. So you'll be notified.
That's pretty neat.
I'm telling you, this is like one of the best business tools I've ever seen. So I also have the hormones, all the hormone explanations in here. We have the business planner and the business tracker. I uploaded those. Oh, I made a board for the infinity wand that I'm in love with. So here's AO Infinity Wand, and I grabbed some pictures off of the blog page actually for that. It has a little thing, and here's another little picture, some more features. Click here for details about the Infinity Wand, and guess where it goes to? It goes to the blog, the Solex Global page. That way they can, read more about it there. And then here's usage instructions. Here's how to order the Infinity Wand, which guess what? I used my Cart Genius links that I created for that, right? Here, order one here, and then reach out with any questions, and then they go. So when I talk about the Infinity Wand, I just like everything that's here. Now, at some point, we're going to have a video, and then at that point, I'll edit it and put the video in. But that way, everything about this is in one place. So I don't have to send like, here's a graphic about this, or here's a video about this, or here's something about this. Like that's too much. This way, everything's in one place.
Connie, I have a question.
Yep.
Okay, so on one of the pages that are built out, one of your boards that is built out, for any of the build out ones, for any of the pictures, did you use a screenshot at all for any of those, or were those all URL?
So let me show you the pictures. So some I got off of, so like if I went to the Solex Global site, which I don't know if that's up yet. Let me do this again. So let me show you, I don't know if you guys know. So if you right click on a picture, I could click on
okay.
Save Image As,
okay.
to save it. So here's a picture, and then here's a picture. So here's that picture that I found that I love. Isn't that cool with the our logo?
Yeah.
And all the crystal sites. So I just right clicked on it, save image as, and then that's how I saved it to my computer.
Okay, and then it saves in your photos, and then you copy the photo. Okay. Okay, great.
So, and then some I made. So like I did a page. So here's the blue that I talked about. And then here's, so I love this MindSync. Like I am like crazy about the MindSync stuff. So there's a really, like I'll just mention this briefly. There's a really cool website called wordart.com. And you can input words and then out will come a graphic. So,
oh, wow.
Isn't that cool? So I did 2 of them. Here's one for pain, and I did pain-free, healing, health, vibrant, and like you could pick, it's very easy to go through, click through the process. So I made one for, this is what I'm doing for my boards for my MindSync programs that I'm creating. And again, if you want to charge more than $100 or less than $100, I don't care what you do. This is what I'm doing. And if you want to borrow that, like this is why I put it in the team page. So I made this abundance picture using word art. Like it literally took me maybe 4 minutes. And so I put all these great words in there in this shape and the colors. And then I have some copy, you know, put little emojis in there. What is MindSync? And I talk about that. And then this particular package, what it includes is Inner Voice. I do all of my MindSync packages. I'm doing the main topic plus morning and evening. That way they could do it in the morning with the morning affirmations and the evening with the evening affirmations. And then it also includes a Steffi dot. And so I looked up acupoint for abundance and it said lung 10. And then I found a picture for lung 10 and put it in there. That way they know where it goes. And if they want to do additional affirmation recordings, they're $25 each. Here's the different topics that we have, or custom. Now I'm going to tell you, it says custom, it says up to 5 minutes on the thing itself, on the page, on our tablet or software. It says 60 seconds. So this is what you do. You just pick, like, the health one is like 5 minutes, 40 seconds, I think. You just record it, but you're not going to read it. You're going to read whatever you want to read. So just because it says the script there doesn't mean that's the script you have to read. So guess what I did? Oh, so I'll show you that in a second. So here's the other things. Here's the directions. So they have everything they need. Here's the hot tips that we talked about, you know, at our post-convention party. Smile and nod while listening to your recordings because that reinforces it. Visualize each statement as reality, both through your own eyes and through seeing yourself in a movie. Visualize having a conversation with a good friend about have already achieved your goals. Like, these are all tips to enhance. Here they can schedule it. Contact me. Like, done. And so what I did on another board, and I don't know if I haven't put it in here, I'll do that now. Yep. Okay. So I went through and counted, and I don't know if this is information you want or not, this AO MindSync length. So like the custom says 60 seconds, the I am, if you have a statement that, you know, here's the different number of seconds each one is. So if you have something that you know is, you know, close to 2 minutes, you could pull up the prosperity one, but you don't have to use the prosperity statements. You could say whatever you want for 2 minutes. Do you get what I'm saying? So I went through and like wrote down how many seconds each part of it is recorded. Now you could stop it at any time. So you could always choose health because it's so long. And then when you're done, you just hit play and it'll stop. Like it'll just stop. So let me put that board. Where is it at? Oh, here we go. AO MindSync. So again, this is how you're going to move it from one place to another. You copy it out of there, select where you want it to go, and then paste. And now it's in. So I'm not going to do a message for all of y'all because the only people that have the boards are on here already. So it's there at the bottom. So the other, I showed you the blue. This is the same thing, MindSync, but I did pain relief. And again, I showed you how I did a little picture. It's the same exact content as the other one, more or less, other than instead of saying abundance, manifesting abundance, I wrote manifesting a pain-free life. And then of course we know where the Steffi dots go for pain, right? So I just took a screenshot off of the software. And then here's the other ones, right? That they could do. And same directions, schedule with me. Here we go. So I like offering packages for people because like that works for people. And then like here's one, introduction to the AO scanner. It's another page I created. So like when you're not sure, like when you want to, before you meet with somebody, if they want to know what we're going to do, I have information about the AO scan, and then I have some videos that I like to send out. They're all right here. I don't have to keep going to YouTube and finding the videos and sending them. They're all on one page. Here's my Solex site. Here's to schedule an appointment, you know, reach out, contact me. So do you see how it's making it easier to just keep sharing stuff and not having to recreate the wheel? I'm like, where did I put that link? And where is this video? And where is that graphic? And because we have a lot of information. And so again, and I know it could be overwhelming because there's a lot of information here. And so you're gonna, like, your homework is really just to like sign up for the things and start playing. You're not gonna break it. And like click through and see, and some of this stuff you might not ever use, you might not want it. I'm just telling you, this is what I use. These are the most useful things that I've done within boards. And you, like, I know not everybody just only does Solex. You had a life before Solex. So if you have things that you really like that you always have to keep finding, I say create a board about it and it just will save you time. So
You're
what
saying outside of the business, you're just create your own
business? Yeah,
yeah, your own personal stuff, right?
yes. Like if you have something that you're always sending to your kids, like, or if you have a video that you just love to share with people, like, I belong to this group called Circle of Chi, and it is not anything. I just love to share it because I love Master Lama Rasaji. Most of you have heard me talk about Master Lama Rasaji. So I made a board, learn about Master Lama Rasaji. And he has 3 little videos and you can join for free. This is nothing I'm making money on, right? And I just love him. And so I put my little videos about Master Lama Rasaji and like join for free below. And you can click on here and it takes you to the website to join. I'm not selling anything. I'm just sharing something that I love.
I love it.
Yeah. So you could literally have as many boards over all the stuff that you want for whatever. I love it. And as a team building function, to be able to send out messages with new things that come about, I think it's great.
That's your duplication right there.
It is. And I'm gonna put some more other links in the thing. So if you have an Android, this is about I'll do the whole thing. Android getting started. Copy, chat. So that's how, if you have an Android, if you want to get started, and let me show you, I'm going to do Apple getting started. And there's very simple short videos to tell you exactly what to do. I just put that in the chat. Any questions about boards, how it works, why we use it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That training board that you just did, is that part of your Solex team board?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
It's just that whatever you're putting in the chat now, since I haven't joined yet, I probably won't be able to see that.
What I just put there, that's a great idea, Nancy. Let me, you'll watch me build a board. Okay, so I'm going to add a page. Okay, I'm going to take a headline and I'm going to say, getting started with, this is how easy it is, boards. Okay, then I'm going to add a button with a link. And this one is Apple users. Click here. And then that one. And then I'm going to go back to my notes. Copy that. Go to boards. Add another button with a link. Android users, click here. Great idea, Nancy. I love it. Anything else that you'd like to have under getting started with the boards? I know what we could do. Just the website. Copy, button, link. I'm going to call it desktop site.
Oh, okay.
There you go. and then I click done and it's done. Isn't that great?
It is.
Yeah, there it is. I don't know why it's not titled. Oh, I know. Up here, I didn't call it anything. Getting started with boards. Okay. Now when I go back to the team page, there it is. Getting started with boards. Okay.
Cool.
Great idea, Nancy. So all the training tutorials are in that within the team page. Yay! Isn't that awesome? I'm telling you, this is like,
Yeah.
yeah. So here's the thing. If you have a suggestion, I'm not going to promise you the turnaround time, but if you have a suggestion that is something that you're seeing over and over and over, like, let me know. Like, I'd like a board that, have you thought about doing a board like this? Or, and I don't mind creating them for the group. I mean, it's not hard.
Hey, Connie, where did you get all that? Where did you get the information on hormones, that chart that showed the definition?
My favorite site on Facebook, AX Solex AOScan official group under files.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, files. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Great. Great.
Great. So if you all have not seen the Solex
Yeah.
AOScan official group and go under files, there's so many great things back here. And
Yeah.
here's that symptom or adding frequencies not in the AO scanner. Alice, we all got to hear Alice at the convention. There's an article there. Evolution of miasm.
Ooh,
I mean, there's some really cool stuff back here.
wow. Wow.
So here's another thing. When you're working with prospects, what I do is I call it ATM, because we go to the ATM to get money, right? So ATM stands for add, tag, message. So I would add them to the group. So all you do is click on the invite button, find them on Facebook, and add them to the group, right? Then, oh, here's Lila. Lila just joined our team. So I'm gonna click on Lila. I'm gonna send her an invite. So I did the A of the ATM, added her. Now I'm gonna go to the discussion, and if I want to find something that she's like, I don't know specifically. I mean, I know she loves the inner voice. So what I would do is I would go to this little magnifying glass, and I'm going to search inner voice benefits. So here's all of these. Oh, I love Tammy so much. Here she created a guide for the Bach flowers and inner voice zones.
Oh, nice.
Right? I'm
Nice.
telling you, this group is so great. There's our own Sherry Marshall, like she's requesting a playlist. So I already added her. The next thing is tag. So I'm going to go to the comments, and I'm going to put in here at, that's how that's how you tag somebody. Lila Gabbard. And I'm just going to say, check this out. So that's the ad. Now that's the tag. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my messenger, and I'm going to find Miss Lila. So add tag message. And I'm just going to say, hey, beautiful, I invited you to our Solex Facebook page and tagged you in a post that I thought you might find to be interesting. She's on vacation this week, so I know that. So hope you are having fun on your trip. Love you, girl. Oh, love. There we go. So I just did ATM, add tag message. So with your prospects, that's something that you guys can easily do. Does anybody have any questions about how we use our Solex page to help build our business? Thank you, Wei. It is like a wall full of post-it notes, except that they are reproducible and they go wherever you go. It is, I'm telling you, once you get into the practice of using the boards, like it is a little addictive because then I'm like, well, what else can I create? What else can I create? It's fun.
I was thinking it'd be nice to create a DMO board for us when we onboard somebody.
So when we onboard somebody, because I have a DMO for my daily method of that I use for like what my routine is, my daily routine. Here we go. Here's my daily routine. So if somebody asks me what my daily routine is, like there it is. So I don't know if that would be useful in the team page, if anybody wants that or not, but this is what I do.
That would
That
be
would be
great.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I think people want that. I've had people ask me, like, what should I be doing like every day, like as a basic
Okay. So
for themselves? But then, like I said, it'd be fun to create one. You know, hey, you just brought on a new team member. Here's I mean, I know we've got the boards to help them know what to do, but like I would have a tick list, like invite them to this, do that, give them that board. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, I'll love to work with you on that. So here's
Great.
it. It's in my board. So I just clicked on it. I'm going to hit copy and I'm going to go to the team board and paste here and it's done. So yeah, I think that would be good. And we might want to add it to, like the welcome to our Solex family, or do you think we should have it as a different board? Because here's all the resources. And then, so to me, the daily method of operation is going to be in your business planner. So I have
Right.
a business planner in here too. I mean, it's in our back
Can
office. And
can people print from that? Also, can you print from a board?
yes,
Wow, so you don't even have to go into the back office to print these.
correct.
Oh, wow.
Connie, do you have a board for the different courses that are offered?
I do not.
That would be great.
For Solex University.
Yeah, Solex University, the new one that was offered on Vitals. Phase 1, 2, 3.
Okie doke. I'm making a list. And then Wendy, I'd like to work with you on your daily method of operation for building a business.
Yeah, that'd be a good first board for me to build.
Yeah, that would be great. Anything else on the boards? Okay, I'm going to show you Calendly real quick because this will, like I'm telling you, free up your time so that you can send out a link and then you're not playing back and forth like to get somebody on your calendar, right? So Calendly is CALENDLY.com. It's in the it is in the chat. And let me move this bar here. So with a free account, you can have one thing that you schedule. Now I do different things, right? So you could just do 30-minute so what I started with was 30-minute meeting complimentary invoice scan. And literally like you click on, so with one person, with one the free account includes one event type. So I would click on event type. It could be a one-on-one meeting. It could, typically that's what we're going to be doing. And you could title it, you know, it could be something as generic as Solex AO scan complimentary session. Now, I do a lot of things on Zoom, so I have my Zoom account connected to my Calendly account. So I have it on Zoom, or you could add a location if you want to add a location. Here, you'd write a summary about what kind of thing that you want it to be, any details you want, and then you'd have here's your link. And then you could even change it by color, so you know, so you could see it, you know, what it does. And then click on, I mean, it really is just filling out, it's very intuitive. And so here it says they could book up to 60 calendar days. If you don't want to book out that far, you could change it, or you could do it within the date range. Then it has the duration of how you want it to be. Like I only do my complimentary scans in the afternoons because my mornings are already booked for something else. And then I also have date overrides because there's dates that I already have booked out that I am not seeing anybody. So I put those in here. So you could click on your, you know, change your whatever hours. You could set your hours, your custom hours. And then I always like to add 15 minutes ahead and behind my event, so that I can have, because sometimes it goes over and I want to have time to prepare. So I always do before and after, click on next. And there it is. And then again, like if I want to share it, I could click on copy the link, and guess where I'm going to put my link? In my boards app. Right?
Yes.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, so Connie, what do you use the 15 minutes after for? I get the 15 minutes before, but,
Sometimes it goes over. And so it's a little,
and so you just want to be,
so
you just want to be reminded?
well, I just want a cushion so that if it goes over, so I'm not going into the next session like boom, boom, boom.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm with you now. Okay.
Yeah. Does anybody have any other? That's a good question, Nancy. Any other questions about Calendly?
I'm wondering if there's anybody on here that's already using it.
What do you mean?
Well, we have business people on here. I just wonder maybe some people are already using it in their practice.
Yeah. So here there's integrations. So like I integrated my Google Calendar, I integrated my Zoom, right? So there's different things if you're already using, like you can, I mean, you know, whatever calendar you're using. So if you're using Google Calendar or Office 365 or iCloud, Outlook calendar plugin, Exchange Calendar, so any of those. Here's video conferencing. It uses Zoom, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, GoToMeeting, and WebEx. So you don't have to use Zoom. I like Zoom, but you could use any of those other ones. So when somebody books it with me, because my Zoom account's already linked, it will generate a specific link just for them for that meeting. And then it shows up in my Zoom account, and it shows up in my Calendly account, and it shows up in my Google Calendar. Any other questions about Calendly? Okay, then and then I wanted to show you guys Zoom also. Let me see as far as. So again, you can just set up a free account. And then you're going to get a link associated with that. I have a paid account. So my personal meeting ID is my phone number, which is easy for me to remember. You don't have to, so I have the plan that has up to 100 participants. I don't need more than that at this point. But you sign up for this just like you would sign up for anything else, but there's the free account will give you 45 minutes. I don't know how many people can join it. And they have all kinds of training, and you can also go to YouTube for training on Zoom. That's not my intention. I'm not trying to train anybody on how to use Zoom. That's something that you'll have to invest your time in learning, just like I invested my time in learning.
So is it correct that I would think anyone who has been on Zoom before,
Yep.
you have to have an account to have watched anything? So
Not necessarily, because you're just following a link. So the difference is,
okay.
yeah. So the difference, so if you ever notice how some people have their picture on Zoom and some people just have their name.
No.
Oftentimes the people who just have their name are not signed in to their Zoom account if they have a Zoom account. But if I close off if I stop video right now, like you're just going to see my picture because that's the picture that I uploaded in my account. Does it make sense? But see here, Nancy, I have my name, my legal name, and then I have Connie Rose is how it appears. And then my company is On Your Life. So I do my appointments on Zoom because I could share my screen. So I could pull my software up.
Yeah.
I could pull the software up and do inner voice with them so they could see the countdown. They could see when they start speaking. During the mind sync, they could read the morning script. They could read the evening script. You know what I mean? Just like
Yes.
I'm sharing the screen with you guys here, it's the same thing I do. So it doesn't always work to meet with people in person. Now, ideal is to meet with somebody in person, but that's with my current schedule, that's just not always possible.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So I have my tablet, and if I want to do this session through Zoom and share my screen, obviously I need to run it through my computer, which I have not done. Does that, I guess it runs smoothly on the computer because of the RAM and the amount of space general computers have, right? So there's no glitchiness or anything.
Yep.
Okay, great. That's really smart. I like that.
Well, it's great when you're doing like I said, inner voice and mind sync with somebody. They could see it in front of you, and even if
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I did one last night over the phone, but I think it would have been really cool for them to see because I kept sending them text shots.
Yeah.
And they were, ooh, and then I was like, man, too bad they can't see it like moving, but now it's like, okay, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. It makes it a lot more real for them because this is what I know. Confused people do not make a buying decision. They don't make any kind of decision. Confusion, it equals no decisions. So the simpler we can make it, Great point. Thanks for reconfirming that for me, Lisa. What?
No problem. I'm learning a lot here, so thank you.
Oh, this is like, I've been in business since I was 13 and I grew up in a family of entrepreneurs. I am like a total business nerd. So if there's a way to use technology to make my life easier, man, I am all about it.
I love it.
Any other questions about Zoom? Because now you have a worldwide business. Just because I was talking to Dawn the other night, she has friends in Germany. Well, our QLA program is not available in Germany, but our preferred customer program is worldwide. So just because that person could not earn money as a QLA, they could still have our software and they could still be a practitioner, and charge people to use our, to do the scans with them. They just can't enroll a team, but they can still use the software to help people anywhere in the world. So with Zoom, like, the furthest away from I worked with somebody is they lived in London. And here's the cool thing, when those companies or those countries eventually open up, guess who's going to be the first to the party? So
I have a comment about that.
yeah, please.
I talked to Kai directly about what it takes to open up a country. And I understand because just I've been in other network marketing things. But he reiterated the point. He said, and it reminds me of Shark Tank. Like on Shark Tank anymore, they don't take you on because they love their product. They take you on because they love their product, and they found out you've already sold 400,000 of them. That impresses them, right?
That's right.
So that's what we have to do. We have to get into a country and we have to show it's a viable thing in there, and that when they have enough customers in there, then that will make sense for them to do all the groundwork to put together all the legalese and everything.
All the work.
Because it's costs a lot of money to do all that. So they want some kind of support in that place.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. Thank you, Wendy.
Uh-huh.
Any other questions on Zoom before I go on to my next favorite thing? So this is a website you're not going to need you're not going to need an account for. It is, so has everybody heard of AI, artificial intelligence?
Sure.
Let me show you how we use AI to help us with the mind sync. So there is ChatGPT, and that you have to have an account and all the things. However, Google has bard.google.com. And this is what I use. I think it's the easiest thing to use. So it's Bard. I'm gonna copy that, put that in the chat. Where am I at here? Chat. Okay. So we can reprogram our unconscious mind with MindSync. That is huge, 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 huge. So I've been using ChatGPT, not ChatGPT, bard.google.com. And let me see where it's at. Oh, I know. So I have a folder that I've created of MindSync affirmations. So I have sleep affirmations, pain-free affirmations, emotional balance affirmations, building my Solex business affirmations, soulmate affirmations, weight release affirmations. Tammy posted one for prosperity affirmations. And let me show you my prompt. So my prompt is create 25 affirmations for whatever. And actually, I think I'm going to change this. 25 affirmations. And I'm going to say, so I'm an NLP trainer and all the things with that. So I love those strategies. So I say use 25 affirmations using NLP strategies for. So give me something that we want to create a mind sync list for. Does anybody have?
Abundance.
What did you, abundance?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And then I say use bard.google.com. You could use any AI, right? So this, I'm going to copy. Oh. Wait a minute. Edit. So I'm going to do this for the script. Done. Okay. So I'm going to go to Bard. Create 25 affirmations using NLP. I say NLP strategies because NLP is about the language of the unconscious mind, and the mind sync is about the language of the unconscious mind. So that's why it's just very much in alignment for abundance. So I just put my little prompt in down there, and now it's thinking. There we are. I'm a magnet for abundance, right? So here's all these abundance, right? And then it shows you why it is how they use NLP. That tells you exactly why. And here's some additional tips. Use emotion when repeating your affirmation. Try to evoke positive emotions. Take action. I like the NLP stuff because it adds a little like extra juice to why you're using this. So all I do is I copy. Copy. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to boards. And I'm in my little folder and I'm going to add text. I'm going to paste it there. There they are. Abundance, affirmations, done. Is that awesome?
That's very good.
So, I mean, so here's like building my Solex business. I'm a Solex business owner and I'm successful. I'm passionate about my business and I'm committed to its growth. I have a clear vision for my business and I am focused on achieving it. I'm like, why not? I'm a top earner in Solex.
Right.
Why not? Literally anything you want, you could really create with the software. Oh, how'd it go? I understand. Okay. So would these scripts be useful in the team page?
Yes,
Yes.
You want those? Okay.
yes.
Okay. So
Please.
again, let me show you how easy this is. So the folders look a little different. So it's a subset of, there's the pages, but the folders, here we go. It looks like a little folder, right? So just select, copy, go to the team, paste. There they are.
And so that MindSync affirmations folder showed up already under your Solex. Is that the deal?
Under my own.
Or
So
no?
now it's on the team.
Okay.
Here's all the ones that I've created so far.
I have a
Okay, so when I'm
question.
looking at, excuse me, just a minute, okay. So when I look at the left, I see the MindSync affirmation. So that's a folder under your Solex board, right? So you copied that folder, the whole folder
Copy the whole folder.
on the left.
Yeah, and see, it's right here at the bottom. It's the very last thing I add.
Yeah.
So then when I click on it, there's more. Oh, that's where all the affirmations are. Instead of having them all over the
Right.
place. Yeah. So I could actually.
So I'm just.
Go ahead.
So you copied it. You went to the folder on the left and copied that.
Yeah. So when I
pasted it.
Yeah. So I did it.
Okay. That's
hard. Anything you want to copy, there's a little check, a little place where you could check it, like a little box. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
You see it? I just checked it. You see there's a little check mark?
Yeah.
And I go up here to the top right and I hit copy. You see where it says copy?
Yeah. No, I understand that. I was thinking that somehow there was a way to highlight the MindSync affirmations on the left and just click the whole kit and caboodle, but you have to go into the folder and click the individual ones. Okay.
Yep.
Question, Connie, when you sent the link out earlier, a few people have opened it and commented, it's amazing, love it. You just added more. If they go and open that link again, it's going to be refreshed to the new stuff you have in it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, it adds it instantly. Any other questions? We've covered a lot.
Yes.
The last thing I just want to point to, and again, I'm not going to be teaching on it. It's something you can play with, but for graphics, to create graphics, my favorite thing is canva.com, canva.com. You can have a free account. And I create all kinds of stuff with Canva. And there's great training on it inside of Canva. And there's I mean, it's just, you can make videos here, you can do all kinds of stuff. And they have templates already for you so that you can like take something and then just make it your own and just take the stuff out. Like here's a motivational thing, and like, oh, this looks nice. If I want to do a post, like this is nice. It's like right here. Then you can customize the template. And literally you just click on the different things that are, like if I wanted a different quote, I would just click here and I would change what it says inside. I mean, it's something to play around with. It took me a little bit to learn all the different things it could do, and I still don't know all the things it could do. And it's what I use to create all the stuff that, like, you could see my you might recognize some of these designs like this. Our business.
Yeah, scanner party.
Yep. Here's the business tool training that we're on right now. And we got a scanner party coming up that we're gonna announce.
I was thinking those affirmations would have been really pretty on that Babbling Brook thing.
Oh yeah, you can totally do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like our next event is going to be a training event that we have.
Getting started training, October 5th.
Yep. And then we have our scanner party on Monday, October 9th. So I'll be sending out an email about those two things coming up. So, I mean, you could literally type in flyer for whatever. You can see all these different samples that they give you templates for, So this is what I use to create graphics. You don't have to use it. It's just, I think it's pretty user friendly. Does anybody have questions over that? Or that was the last piece I wanted to share with you, is that resource. Does anybody have questions over anything? I know it's a lot. Oh, Mandy,
It's nice to know, like, I think at a minimum, it's just really nice to know what's possible now, what we think we'd want to partake in now. And I think almost everybody would want to partake in boards sooner rather than later. And then the other stuff, like, as your team grows and as you're doing your own Zooms and you're doing, so it's not like we have to do all of this now, but that boards and Calendly is really nice too. Like, because I get a lot of people that are like, hey, can you help me? And I'm like, yeah, but so like you said, there's a lot of back and forth trying to find that time. And I'll be like, I'd love to help you. Let's book an hour. Go look at my calendar.
yes. Yeah, I'm all about like how to do it faster, more efficient, less wasting of my time on things that I would rather spend the time working with someone than going back and forth, trying to figure out like a time. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's things that can be automated, I like the automation. So Mandy,
Okay, and I don't
website. I don't have a team website.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, I don't know if this is a dumb question or not, because I just don't know a lot of this stuff. But you said it'll sync my Google Calendar, which I've learned to become very dependent on. Well, so you're saying if anybody goes and books on Calendly, it's automatically going to go over to my Google Calendar too. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's all integrated.
So can it work that way with iPhone?
Yeah, so do you remember, let me go to this, share screen.
Yeah, like how to get started with Apple. Is that?
No, so are you talking about, you're talking about Calendly, right?
Yeah, right.
I don't know where Calendly went. Let me just. So in Calendly, I showed you the different things that it integrates with. So integration, resources, integrations. Every time I click on it, it's through my account. Here we go. Integrations. So Calendly will integrate with the calendar, these calendars, Google Calendar.
Oh,
Office.
yes, I remember. Okay, thank you.
Yep, good question. And then Calendly also has an app, and it'll show a notification. So I'll get an email about it. I'll get a notification about it. I mean, like there's like multiple different ways I'm notified, and it's so cool. Like I said, I do this birthday campaign, and it's so great. It's like all of a sudden I got like things popping up, and it's like all I did was wish him happy birthday and sent a little picture about, this is what Inner Voice is, and are you interested? And and the next thing I know, they want more information. Then I zip over my board that's about Inner Voice that has the Calendly link in it. And then the next thing I know, they have an appointment. And I haven't even talked to them yet.
Right.
You get that? I have not even spoken to them. And I am appointments by saying, happy birthday, here's a gift. And all I do is send information and my calendar fills up. And then we go do ATM, add tag message, Facebook group, send them a follow-up with some videos.
Great.
And those are all touches. In marketing, they say, and I think it's probably more now, but they say 7 to 9 touches, which is one of the reasons I love Inner Voice and MindSync, because every time they play it, you're not having to do anything, but they're being touched. They're being reminded of the power of our software. Morning and night, minimum. Right? That's powerful. Once you see and experience our software, you can't unsee it. You don't forget about it. It might not be right now, but at some point they will come back and say, and it's just a matter of, dripping on them and, and if you've invited them to the Solex page, the Solex AO official group, this is what I'm doing. Now, am I consistent every day with everything that's going on with my parents and all the things? Not as consistent as I want to be. I'm working on that. I don't know if you guys have been using the business planner and or the business tracker. The tracker is my favorite because I'm keeping track of all of the people who I need to follow up with, because that's, to me, the income producing activities. I'll show you. I told you I was Tammy's accountability partner, and I'm also doing accountability with someone else. And I think, so what did I do? I created a board. Now, I don't know if I put it on the team board. I think I did. So that here we go, accountability call metrics. So we start with why you want to build Solex. And then we only track income producing activities. I'm not saying other activities are not bad, but that's something that's measurable and then we can track. So each week we decide the number for each category. How many invitations for a demo? And for me, it's Inner Voice with the pain removal or MindSync. So invitations for a demo. That's something we have control over. How many people you invite to look. The second thing is how many demos are scheduled. It's typically a smaller number because we don't have control over that. We have control over how many people we invite. Then there's the number of actually scheduled. And then there's actually the number of demos that are completed because some people have to reschedule. And then there's the number of follow-ups from past demos, which again, that's something we have control over. That's where you send the intro videos, ATM in the Facebook group, send an Alpha 3 pass. And then what's your goal for a number of QLAs and what's your goal for the number of new PCs? So here's another difference regarding QLAs and PCs. When you're working for a rank, they count QLAs. They do not count PCs. Okay. So if you are looking at hitting a rank, they only are looking at QLAs. So every week I write 0 for number of PCs. I'm not trying to get preferred customers. I will get preferred customers along the way, and they pay out the same as my QLAs. However, they do not count towards my rank advancements. So if you're going to work with a team member on accountability, this is my opinion. This is what I talked with Tammy about. This is what Tammy and I talk about. This is what we are tracking. And it's accountability call metrics. It's in the team board. So an accountability call can be very short. I'm building Solex because the software has changed my life and I want to contribute to others. I said I would invite 10 people. I invited X number of people. I said I would have 5 demos scheduled. I scheduled 3. I said I would complete 5. I completed 4. I followed up with, I said I'd follow up with 10 people. I followed up with 8 people. I said I wanted 3 new QLAs this week. I got 1 new QLA this week. Now, did you notice I was just stating the facts? I did not go into any story about, well, I was really busy, or my mom, blah, 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 or my blah, 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 blah. All of that, all the story that goes around whether you did or did not complete your, what you said you'd be accountable for, that is not the time for that call. Like that, it is, I said I would do this, I did this. Next week, I'm going to do this. And you just go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bullet points. Typically they
Connie,
very short calls. Yeah, Nance.
what you were saying about how only QLAs count, is that the same for the trip too?
No, the trip is QLAs and PCs.
Okay.
Any questions around any of that? Okie doke. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me, reach out to, I know Wendy is, an amazing leader.
Connie, thank you for doing this. This is like so powerful. And I love that we have a link that we can just go back and look at it again. We can share with people that maybe weren't sure this was happening tonight.
Yeah. So guess what? Where the link's going to be? Guess where the link's going to be?
I know. And you kind of teased me earlier by saying we could do a little cherry on the top at the end of this. You had a wonderful testimony on the blue, and could you share that?
I will. So I am a coaching assistant. There's an 8-day NLP master practitioner course. And one of the master trainers is a dear friend of mine who I love. And I've talked to her about the software before. And she's like, one of my good friends out in California has it. And if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to do it with her. And I'm like, I totally understand. And Dawn sent out, I think into the text group, a screenshot of what Alice had written about the benefit of blue on nerve pain inside the spine. So my friend Darlene is actually, she's a holistic kind of a person, doesn't take medication hardly for anything, and is having to take naproxen, which is like 12-hour, like a leave, and so she doesn't like that, what it's doing to her body. And she's seeing a surgeon and she's going to have surgery. And they said, no more chiropractic. We're past the point. And if you don't do this, there's a problem with the nerves within your spinal cord. And if you don't address it, they've basically made her so afraid that she's going to become paralyzed. I mean, it's a serious situation. So because it came from Alice, who, we have great respect for, and it was specifically for what she's dealing with. So I went up to her on Saturday and I said, look, Darlene, I'm not trying to sell you anything. And if it wouldn't be coming from this Russian rocket scientist, who I just spent a couple days with, who's so brilliant, and she's speaking exactly. And I brought it and I said, look what she wrote. And she's like, that's exactly what I'm dealing with. I said, I know. And so let me bring some blue tomorrow. It's going to turn your tongue blue. And I'm going to bring the 660 band that you're going to wear on your wrist for 20 minutes. And let's see what it does. And she's like, well, I'm ready to order it now. And I'm like, well, let's just try it. So on Sunday, I brought it. And during one of our breaks, she did 10 pumps in her mouth. And of course, blue was everywhere and she was freaking out. We're at a hotel. So luckily the hotel had some orange juice. So I gave her some orange juice with the vitamin C so she could get the blue off of her teeth. And about an hour went by and she came up to me during the next break and she said, okay, like how fast is this supposed to work? Because I don't know what's going on, but like my pain and my numbness is gone.
Wow.
I don't remember the last time I have not had pain and numbness. And if this works, she's like, I want to know, like, this might be able to keep not having surgery. I might not have to have surgery. And I'm like, well, so I had already prepared my little blue board, right? So I shot her the blue board that has the link for her to buy either the blue and or the blue. She's getting the 660 band. And with, all the stuff that I have on blue, she's now has and at her fingertips. And so she's like just totally blown away. So then I said, knowing, so even here's like, you're going to hear me over and over again say how important inner voice is. Even the AMA, who, not my favorite group, they even say 85% of all dis-ease has an emotional component. In NLP, we teach 95%. I think it's higher than that. Inner voice, you could temporarily take some pain away from somebody, and unless you get to that emotional component, it's going to keep coming back. And so I said to her, I know you have a friend out in California, and I know she's probably done things with you. Let's just record inner voice for you to listen to. And I also want to do a mind sync thing around this, your situation. And she's like, oh, I already have something I say to myself. And I'm like, perfect. Well, you just read it, and I'll go right into the unconscious mind. And so on Sunday, we did this. And yesterday she's like, Connie, I still don't have pain. And I listened to my songs, and it's like, I don't know what the outcome is going to be. And she's got to have another MRI of her back. And she's not in pain and has no numbness from our blue.
Wow.
So I'm telling you,
Love it.
I think you could build a business around that. So, and I will say, I don't particularly like the taste of Pulse, but I was going through my notes yesterday and it said great before workouts, and I go to BioFit on Tuesdays and Fridays. So this morning, in addition to the blue, I did a squirt. I did my 10 little pumps of Pulse, and I beat all my personal best records on, because at BioFit they track you. You are trying to beat your last time, and I beat my last time on all 12 exercises that I did today. And I'm like,
Nice.
it's working. Yeah, it's working.
I have a real
Oh.
quick question, and I know we're wrapping up here, but I was going to text this today. At my phone, I didn't have it updated, and so it wasn't allowing me to take pictures, but does anybody have the slides for both the Pulse and the blue, the full set of them that we could put in boards or something?
So I recreated the slide that I liked the most on the boards app, which was the antiviral so I got to sit next to Troy. Troy's on here. Troy's amazing. Troy has her certification in functional medicine. And I was sitting next to her during the days of discovery. And as excited as I was during MindSync, she was that excited during blue. And she's like, she's texting and so what I know is this blue is a big, big, big freaking deal. And I don't know if Troy could come off her microphone or not, but
yeah, it was very exciting. Yeah, I haven't gotten any of the information back from Dr. Bennett, but I emailed him because I wanted to get protocols for specific things like Candida and Lyme cofactor, things like that. If I hear from him, I'll definitely share it with everybody. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. So
yeah,
Thanks, Troy.
I want Troy to do, we're going to do a little interview like on Zoom and have the recording available for, when she gets all that. Yeah, it's going to be good. You could really
Cool.
build the business around Blue.
So do we have all the slides or no? Does anybody have all the slides for both of those products?
I don't have the slides. I have some pictures.
That's what I meant. I meant pictures of the slides. Everybody seemed to be taking pictures. I just was bummed that I didn't get any. And I know we have some, but I thought all of them were pretty fascinating.
Yeah, I took a lot of pictures. I could send the pictures to you.
Okay,
And then,
thank you.
and personally, like I said, even though we were in a good seat to take pictures, I would not have taken my picture and put it into a board. I recreated it because it was that was the most impressive slide to me that had the well, you'll see if you go in.
Yeah, I'm mainly just wanting to get the content so that I can redevelop it. Yeah, I won't be using the slides directly. I just don't, I'm just that fact that content was great. And I thought for sure that they'd share them, but obviously that's the reason we were there to take pictures, I guess, of them. So
Yeah. Well,
thank you so much.
Tammy actually recorded many of the sessions, and I did not know. I'm like, I didn't know we could do that, and she's like, well, they haven't told me no. And so she's going to be uploading some things, and so I'll be sharing those videos in the boards too.
Wow, great.
Yeah.
Honey, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
On the plus, did you experience a severe reaction to the niacin?
I definitely got flushed for sure.
Yes. I got so flushed. My hands turned red. My face turned red. My neck turned red.
Yeah.
And it's not a problem, correct?
No, it's not. It's not it makes you uncomfortable. Like I think it's uncomfortable.
And Connie, and that's a sign that we need the niacin?
That's what I remember them saying.
That
Okay,
it's working in your body, that it's working in your
Okay.
body.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There is, since we're on the subject of niacin, when I was at the Quantum Wellness Center, there was a book that one of the people there showed me, and she said that Lauren loves this book. And so I'm going to get it on Amazon. I'll share with you what it is. Just a moment. Okay, it is. And well, it blew my mind how many different conditions it treated. Everything from high LDLs to even schizophrenia. Okay, so anyway, and it gives protocols. So it's niacin, the real story. It's the second edition. Right under second edition, it has revised, updated, and expanded. And it's, well, I wonder, okay, there's 4 different authors. Just a moment here. 3 different authors. Abram, A-B-R-A-M, Hoffer, H-O-F-F-E-R, Andrew, W period, Saul, S-A-U-L, and Harold D period Foster, F-O-S-T-E-R. And I'm sure it would help everyone's supplementation with the Solex product in developing some kind of protocol. Because I remember Kai saying, we'll take it when you want. Well, depending on what you're working on, you may want to take it regularly every day. But anyway, there's a lot of good information in that book.
thank you.
Okie doke. I'm going to hit stop recording.